Hey everyone, my name's Alex Ramsby. I'm an MSP consultant here at Profile Tech. Has this ever happened to you? You come in on Monday morning, you check your patching from the week, you log into the machine that may or may not have an issue, you come down to your patching policy on that machine, and lo and behold, these numbers don't line up with what you expected, and Patch Manager's not showing all the patches that should be installed, especially if you installed it manually. I've got answers. Let's get into it. One thing to note about Windows 10 patching is that there are way less patches installed than any previous Windows version, including Windows 8, Windows 7, and prior. As we see on the screen, I have pulled a list of installed patches using the PowerShell commandlet get hotfix. On the left-hand side, we've got a Windows 8.1 machine showing 170 patches installed. On the right, we have a Windows 10 machine, but we only have 8 patches. This is because most of Windows 10 patches are rolled up into cumulative updates. At any given time, you're looking at a minimum of 4 patches. The average seems to be about 12, up to about 14 patches at any kind of maximum time for Windows 10 patches. This can be a big struggle, especially if you're looking into the devices and you look into Patch Manager. Sometimes you'll see some old data, or you'll see 38 patches installed or missing on this machine. Or in this case, we only show 2 patches even set for this machine. And so from here, you'll want to look into making sure those patches are approved. They're applied to the machine. They will show up because the Patch Manager uses the automates tables to get everything aligned with the agent. That's why those offline agents will show missing patches, and that number goes up the longer they are offline. And to top that off, another troubleshooting step you want to do is running an update config on the agent. And then from there, when that completes, do a resend patch inventory. And this will get you all of the recalculated patches on the automate database only. Once the update command completes, and the patch inventory command completes, like we have here. Sometimes this shows new patches. Usually it'll show anything either detected or installed or anything like that. However, it is not the same list that you would run if you ran a get hotfix through PowerShell. For example, if I open up a command prompt and I run a tilde get -hotfix, if you did not know, the tilde is the quick version to run PowerShell through this command line interface. So if I hit enter and let that run, all right, now that command is completed, we can grab all of these KBs, and as we can see, there is more. Usually it's less than detected in Patch Manager. However, in this case, we can verify which ones match, and in fact, it looks like none of them are what's showing here. One thing to note about this discrepancy between the two is that automate native functionality is to only scan the machine when patching occurs. So the only time to really understand if it's working or not is looking in the patch job tab, and you're looking for the last time any patch downloaded and installed. And from there, the automate functionality is to scan the whole OS for any of these installed patches, and it does that using a get hotfix style PowerShell. We'll grab these lists and then update the Patch Manager with what is installed. And from there, once it's updated and installed, it should clear out any of these older patches that don't match what is currently installed on the machine. One thing to note with automate patching, if you update the machine outside of automate, i.e. running a script, or running something that causes the machine to upgrade its feature build or anything like that, or do it manually, Automate's Patch Manager will not detect any of those patches until the next patching cycle. So there are likely opportunities in your environment to show no patch inventory or no new patch inventory for those machines. This is a known functionality of Automate. The only time that will happen is the next time the patching cycle comes down and there's any approved patches pending on those machines. It will download the patch, install it, reboot the machine as its normal patching cycle, and continue to scan the OS that way. Well, I know this isn't an exhaustive list of troubleshooting steps. I thought it would be a good idea to put out a video just to let everybody know why patches are going missing, especially after manually using a Windows Upgrade Assistant or something like that, where it does upgrade a feature build, and then Patch Manager shows either a zero inventory or there's a gap between a June update or a prior update, and then there's just nothing until the next cumulative update, and then there's in reality only 1 or 2 patches showing new. So a good idea, especially if you're running monitors to detect if patches are installed, is to use a remote monitor and running some PowerShell that way and parsing the results to grab those KBs that you're looking for. Otherwise, at this very moment, while we are in transition of getting Windows kind of upgraded to the latest feature build, things like that, the Patch Manager tables may not be as reliable as they once were. Thanks for watching. We post a new video every week to share our knowledge on Automate. To learn more about what we do, please visit proveltech.com. There's a link in the video description below.